everyone, it's me, Legendary Flaro, and now I'm going to be doing my second Q&A video that you've all been waiting for, since in my last video I just posted a video where you can comment random questions and then I'll answer them in this video. And obviously my friend Marvel DC Extinction Wrestlers gave me this idea, so now I'm going to be doing this video since by the time of this recording it's been 24 hours since I did Ask Me Anything Part 2. So now let's get through these questions. And this first one that is on the screen is by Marvel DC Extinction Wrestlers himself, asking me, would I rather see the Flash fight pandas or great white sharks? Okay, well, I don't know why I would want to see the Flash fight a panda, but sharks would work because they're way more scary and, well, King Shark, obviously. Enough said. Okay, well now here's another question by Marvel DC Extinction Wrestlers. How would you feel if the Arrowverse had F-bombs and a lot of gore? I'd personally be okay with it. Yep, you heard me correctly. Yes, I know that the Arrowverse is technically a series of PG-13 rated shows, even though, I mean, it's in the same multiverse as the DCEU, which has R-rated movies, like Birds of Prey and The Suicide Squad. So, if they're safe with rated R, I don't know why the Arrowverse shouldn't be. And, well, honestly, because of the corniness we've had from The Flash Season 7 or Legends of Tomorrow Season 6, we would definitely need that from the Arrowverse with a darker tone, with blood and F-bombs. I know I sound like someone who's probably seen the Deadpool movies way too many times, which, by the way, I've only seen the first one twice and the second one once, but I plan to watch it again at some point, even though, still, I mean, Green Arrow is pretty dark. I know there was no F-bombs, but there is some gore, but not as much as there is in the comics. I just had to bring up that. So, yeah, I wouldn't have a big reaction. I know some people would, but I'd personally be perfectly okay with it. Now, another question by Marvel DC Extinction Wrestlers, who apparently is pretty popular in this video. How would I feel of a storyline, The Flash versus Humans? Okay, well, it's not really something that sounds that interesting to me, but I would say it can be good if it's done right, depending on how the story is and why he's fighting humans. Another comment by Marvel DC Extinction Wrestlers. Would you rather see the Arrowverse crossover with Star Wars and Terminator or Marvel and The Walking Dead? Whoa, that's kind of a crazy question. Because, well, if it's with Star Wars and Terminator, I feel like that would definitely not work, and it would be somewhat of a mess. Because, well, I mean, Terminator and Star Wars crossed over together, I guess wouldn't be that bad, but the Arrowverse with the two, well, Star Wars at least, no. While with Marvel and The Walking Dead, I'd have to choose that. I've not seen The Walking Dead yet, but I know that you want me to, and so do a couple other people. And obviously, of course, Marvel would be a great crossover because, well, it's DC after all, too. And, like, who wouldn't want that? Okay, another question by Marvel DC Extinction Wrestlers. which YouTuber would you rather collab with, Flashverse or DC Comics Arrowverse? Oh, well, that's a tough question because they're both one of my favorite YouTubers out there. And, well, I would like to collab with both of them eventually. I might have to go with DC Comics Arrowverse because I kind of collabed with Flashverse, even though that's just only in his live streams and the chats when he responded to the things I said, which those things were hilarious, by the way. So, I mean, if I was to be featured with him and Arrowverse Scenes or somebody, I would be honored. Although, I don't think DC Comics Arrowverse ever has crossed over with anyone or collabed with. Same thing. But if I was going to be the first YouTuber to do so, then that would be amazing. Another question by Marvel DC Extinction Wrestlers. What is your favorite movie based on World War II? Well, you see, I don't really watch any movies about World War II, but if I had to choose one, I guess it would be Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, because, well, I do love that movie, and I know it's not real, but it takes place around the time of World War II, and the Nazis are the main antagonists of the film, so if that's not a good answer, then I don't know what is, because, again, I don't watch movies about World War II, nor do I recall ever seeing one. Okay, now, finally, a question by one of my other friends. Well, YouTube friends, anyway. PizzaRaw88, the one who changed it by many names. From Beast Boy 2.0, Mr. Nobody, RBS-34, Brian Solinus. But anyway, he's asking me, are you tracking Gary? And in case you guys don't know, Gary is that one guy in the DC TV show's Super Chat who spams him a lot or gets in trouble. I don't know. I don't really watch DC TV show that much anymore. But he is a good YouTuber, though. And he also comments on Flashverse's videos as well. I noticed that. Well, in chats anyway. And, of course, me and PizzaRaw88 are obviously joking about this, so just warning you guys in case you take it way too seriously. But yes, I am tracking down Gary since this Gary guy is really the Reverse Flash who killed the real Gary and took over his account. And he's also the reason why Batman didn't die in Zack Snyder's Justice League. And is also the reason why the Batman exists. And why Batman won against Superman in Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. I only said that because PizzaRaw88, well, he hates Batman and loves Superman. Well, if you ask him about it, he'll tell you. Now, another question by PizzaRaw88. He's asking, are you watching the newer Flash episodes? Well, I saw the latest episode by the time of this recording, yeah. I just didn't make a video on it because it's not part of the next story arc, but if you've seen the video before my last video, you know that I'm all caught up. And, well, I talked about the entire Deathstorm arc along with all of Season 8, really. So, the simple answer to that question is yes. Now another question by PizzaRaw88. and he is asking, are you ready for the last 4 episodes of Superman and Lois? And obviously he's talking about season 2, not the last 4 episodes in general. And we know that because we're getting a season 3, even though, well, yeah, because Superman and Lois has gotten really good, and like season 2 is insane. And like with the Bizarro world and stuff, kind of reminds me of season 2 of The Flash with the whole exploring a different universe thing. Another reason why I might change my name from Legendary Flaro to Super Flaro if I happen to love Superman and Lois that much. But I've also had thoughts of changing it to Spider Flaro because, well, of how much I'm loving the Spider-Man movies and stuff, but that's completely besides the point. And I know this is also unrelated to the comment, but I just want to say to everyone who is watching this, I'm sorry that the video came more than a day after the last one. It's just that I've been really busy and from where I live, there were 2 really bad tornadoes that happened. And on top of that, my phone has just been a pain in the ass, so I hope you understand. Now a question by Jacob DinoFan30. He's asking, who is the better villain of The Flash Season 8, Despero or Deathstorm? Well, I mean, that was a close one. They're both pretty good. I mean, really great, actually. Kind of tied for me. And they're both very interesting in many cases, like, with their backstories, sort of. Like, maybe I would hope in a later season or something, we can maybe explore a little bit of their backstories, like why Despero got kicked out of Kalinor and what were the reasons why. What evil things did he want, really? Why was he evil? And I don't mean, of course, the whole Armageddon thing, because, well, he was evil before that, according to what Barry said, and I know he doesn't know Despero very well, but Despero didn't deny it. He just thinks he's right after all, because that's every villain. Well, I would have liked to explore more of what Deathstorm's dimension is like, even though... Which one I would say it's better? I'd have to say Deathstorm, because, well, I mean, he's the scariest villain on the show by far, and he's also, I would say a perfect villain. Please don't get mad at me if, you see flaws in him, even though I don't. Despero, the only flaw I would give is mainly just, I guess, Reverse Flash kind of overshadowing him. But other than that, he was almost perfect villain. So that's pretty much what I had to say. They're both really close to each other. And I was also debating if Deathstorm is better or worse than Bloodwork, but if you've seen my last video, I said I still like Bloodwork more because of, well, he's got a better rivalry and a better storyline. Now, a question by my best friend, Procstar Foxy. Would you consider doing a video reaction series? Well, the simple answer is no. It's not because I don't want to. I mean, reactions would be fun to do if I, like, had the ability to, but I am kind of more interested in doing other types of videos, and on top of that, I don't, like, have the best stuff for it. Like, I just simply have a phone, so I can't, like, show what I'm watching and then my audio reaction and stuff. So, again, it's not that I don't want to, really. It's just that I can't. And, well, I just don't know if my reaction videos would be that good. Because, well, if I've seen it or something, I don't know. And now this last question is by PizzaRaw88, and that is, are you avoiding Naomi because of how bad it is? Well, that's partially the reason, because, well, I've heard nothing good about it whatsoever. All I know is that it's some, Arrowverse connected show. I don't know if it's part of the Arrowverse, but it's basically about this one girl with superpowers who happens to be in the same universe as Superman, or something like that. I don't know. And, again, I heard it's awful. Like, I hear people say it's one of the worst shows ever. Like, some even say worse than Batwoman, but that's a high bar, although I wouldn't be surprised if it was, even though, I mean, I just don't care about the show. I have no interest in watching it. And, well, I heard it's one of the main reasons why the CW's been getting backlash, and I just found out that season 2 of the show got canceled. So, yeah, that's all the questions I have for this video. So, if I didn't answer any of your questions, that's probably why, because I didn't see them, or you commented late. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and tell me what video ideas you got for me, etc.